Welcome to Choosing Love Again, a podcast born from heartbreak and hope. Statistics show that 40 to 50% of marriages end in divorce, and sadly, I, Angela Lewis, am part of that statistic. I believe if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So instead of letting my story end in disappointment, I chose to let it begin with purpose. Here, we sit down with married couples who are doing the work, not just surviving, but thriving. We uncover their wisdom and the secret sauce that keeps their love strong. So lean in, open your heart, and let's choose love again. Welcome to the Choosing Love Again podcast. I'm your host, Angela Lewis, and my guest today, you are going to love it. You're in for a treat. We have the elite, the dynamic, take charge, taking it to the top couple, Rod and Dewana Williams.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Angela.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you are welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I want to start the show off by saying that Rod actually was what we call in the real estate business an MREA agent. That's a millionaire real estate agent. He was honored with this in 2022. So go ahead, Rod.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Miss Angela.
So how long have you two been married?
8 years, actually. May was 8 years for us.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And in that marriage, how many children are there?
So we have 2 kids.
Okay.
One kid Rod had prior to our relationship.
Okay.
RJ, he's 24.
Okay.
And then our baby is 6.
Oh, that is so sweet.
So if you notice that age gap, I started over. So I went from a high school graduation to a delivery room. So I'm dad all around.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
I love it. I
Yes.
love it. Well, every great love story has a beginning. So take us back. How did you two meet?
Ooh.
So a mutual friend introduced us.
Okay.
And this mutual friend, I remember her, she was a client of mine at the time, right?
Okay.
And she reached out and she said, "Hey, Rod, are you single?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm single. Why do you ask?" She said, "Well, I have a friend on paper. I think you guys could work." And I said, "Well, set it up. I'm interested. I'm single, so I'm interested." And she said, "Okay, I'll give her your phone number." And I remember asking her before we got off the phone, I was like, "Hey, is she on social media?" And she said, "Actually, we just got back from Miami. And we posted a lot of pictures from our time in Miami."
Sure.
So I said, "Okay, I'll go check it out." She's like, "Yeah, just go to my page, look at some of the last pictures I posted and you'll see pictures of her."
Okay.
I said, "Okay, great." So I go to the Instagram page because that's what we do, right?
Right.
So I go to the Instagram page and I see photos, and there's 3 girls in the photos. Is our mutual friend.
Okay.
She had on a blue dress, and there's 2 other girls. One girl has on a red dress, one girl has on a green dress. Both girls were attractive, so I said, "Well, I can't lose."
So you really didn't know which one, but they both were beautiful.
They both were nice looking girls,
Okay.
but the girl in the red just had a glow about her hair, the way her hair was. I was like, wow. But whenever you're getting hooked up with someone, you just don't expect it to be the one you're thinking.
Right.
Again, although both girls were attractive, the one in the red just had this glow about her. The hair was popping. So I said, surely it's not her.
Right.
It must be the girl in the green. So I called my friend back and I said, "Hey, I looked up the Instagram pictures. The girl in the green, she's cute. You can set it up." She said, "No, it's the girl in the red." I said, "Oh my God." Thank you, Jesus. So that's when it started. That's how the introduction came about.
Got it.
Yeah, that's how it started. But let me hop in and share with you my perspective. Okay.
So
So I got his phone number from this mutual friend, and I was like, okay, I'm going to reach out. I taught overseas in Abu Dhabi. So I was only home for the summer. I was only home for a few weeks, and I didn't have a lot of time at home.
Gotcha.
All right. So I gave Rod a call, and in true Gemini Rod fashion, he answers the phone. This is a Saturday, so I'm thinking he's going to be light. Rod answers the phone very hello, I'm looking at the phone. I'm making sure I have the right phone number. I'm like, "Hi, this is Dewana. I'm warm, I'm bubbly.
Right.
Hey, this is Dewana. I got your contact from my friend."
Right.
He was just very how do I put it?
Serious.
Just very serious.
I was in
Right.
work mode.
He was. I didn't know that. He was offshoring properties, which I understand
okay, got
now.
it.
But I'm a teacher, so I'm out for the summer.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So I just was like, okay, ended the conversation very quickly. I did. I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. 2 hours later.
Got you.
Once I'm done working,
Once he's finished,
Got it.
he calls me back, and I'm like, who is this person? He is a totally different person.
Wow.
In true Gemini fashion, he's just like, hey, what's up, Dewana? What
Right,
you doing? I'm like,
right.
Nothing, you know. But that's kind of how we met and how, how
how
I
it started.
started.
I
yeah.
got it. So when you all talked, you had seen a picture of Dewana, but you had not seen a picture
She
of
did.
Rod.
I
did.
Had you seen a
I
picture
did.
of Rod?
It was a headshot, professional headshot.
Okay.
But I was like, I like it. I love it.
All right.
and that's what made
Okay.
the friend call me, because I had just posted a picture.
Yes.
Friend saw it, showed
Right.
her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wonderful. All right. So I love that. Now, then from there, did you guys get to actually engage while you were here this summer? Like, did you guys get together?
Yes.
Okay.
We went to a Mexican restaurant for
Okay.
a quick lunch, and that was fun. Like, we
was
had a
very
really
fun.
good time. That was our very first time meeting, and we talked for hours. It
Oh,
felt like
wow.
We shut it down.
we really did.
Really?
It felt very familiar. Like
Right.
we had been knowing each other for a long time, and I was like, wow, he's really cool. I
Okay.
enjoy spending time with him.
That
but
was nice.
our time was cut short, because I had to
Right.
go home soon. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how long did you all date then before the proposal came?
3 years.
I think three
3
and a
years.
half,
So
yeah.
we started dating in 2014.
Yes.
She still lived in Abu Dhabi when
Right.
we initially started dating. So we did
okay.
long distance for
Right.
the first year.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then she moved back in 2015, and we got engaged in 2017.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 3 years we dated before
Okay.
getting engaged.
I love that. Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. That is really cool. Okay. So now let's fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
So now you guys have gotten married
Yes.
and you're building this. How did you guys come together to decide you're going to work together in business?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I don't think it was ever a decision for us to say, hey, we're going to work together. What essentially happened after I moved back home, I was transitioning out of teaching. And I was like, I want something different. I'm burned out. And he needed an admin. And I was like, you know what? I have experience and background in that. I'm going to help Rod and just see what I can do.
Right.
It was never we're going to build a business
I
together
got
during
you.
that
Right.
time.
Okay.
She literally just started by helping me.
Okay.
I did have an assistant at the time, but she moved out of states and got out of the real estate business.
Okay.
So that was kind of happening around the same time that she
Sure.
was looking to do something different. So I was like, hey, babe, I think we could possibly make this work. So
Yeah.
that's how it all
love
started.
that.
And I just want to be clear, we were only dating. We weren't engaged.
Right.
We weren't married then. We were boyfriend and girlfriend. So it was a
Correct.
big risk that, in my opinion, that he
Correct.
took.
I got you.
Help
to
allow
do
me.
that. But that's great.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, he saw something. But see, he saw it in the picture.
He did.
Because, okay, that's what I realized. Now, what he did was a biblical, almost what, you remember in the Bible when it talks about the guy who when he saw the sister, Rachel, he really wanted her at first sight. He knew that he was one, and the father promised him he worked for 7 years
Right.
to
Yes.
get her, and then he tricked her.
Yes.
Then he worked
Yes.
another 7 because she was who he wanted. So that's a lesson to us ladies, that I don't care all the tricks, all the dinners you can cook. You either what he wants or he's not.
This is true.
Now, would you agree with that, Ron?
I agree. 1,000%.
But that is great. And then I love that the time it just felt like easy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't feel like you were struggling to make that
Not at
decision.
all.
It felt like natural that she let her help you. Let her help me.
Absolutely.
And it was a good time. So
It was.
look at God.
It was really
I
ordained.
love
Really.
that.
Thank you.
I love that.
It was just her and I in that house, and I remember sometimes just being out working, showing properties, and coming home, and she would be in the little office upstairs. We had a bedroom we turned into an office.
Okay.
And we had a little small desk, the kind you get at like TJ Maxx.
Yeah, very
It's not even a real desk. It's just,
It's just like a
for
stationary.
decoration,
Yeah.
right? But that was her workspace for many years as we
Wow.
really banged out all of the transactions and helped a lot of people.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
is amazing. I love that. I love that. So you started off with humble beginnings, and then you guys just blew it out of the water. What would you say, Rod, was your moment or the year that helped you really explode or something? Was it you just start serving with such an excellence level? Because, of course, I'm seeing you after the glory, you know. So.
What was the moment? The moment truly was when she came on board. Everything changed. Her heart for people, the way she leads with care, how intentional she is with relationships and with people in general. That changed everything, because I've always just been like a head down, like get the work done by any means. I'm just a worker bee, right? Like do the work. You know what I mean? And she was like, well, let's slow it down. Let's put some systems and processes. Like, I like the feedback we got from that one client. You know, in the client reviews, they would speak on certain points of the transaction that they enjoyed. She was like, let's put a system in place so that every client gets that same experience.
I love that.
So I was like, you know what? I think we're on to something. So we literally put systems around every single thing we got great feedback from.
That's awesome. I love that. And that's something that we're kindred spirits in that, because I can remember when I was in corporate America, we used to work at UPS, and once a month, they would have like the managers ride out with you. That was just something they had to check off. They didn't like it, we didn't like it, but we had to do it. But one of the things that my manager, so after the call, you go back and you call like a recap of what happened. And let's just say he gave me something that I could, maybe a suggestion that I should do. I automatically input it in the very next call, right? So at the end of the day, he commented on that. He says, Angela, one thing I love about you, most people take the feedback, but they don't execute it until okay, next month, I got you. That's right. He said, but that's the difference. I noticed that you automatically will do it. I said, because to me, when is the right time to do what's right? Immediately, right? Just like you gave me some pointers today, right?
Love that.
And what did I say? Oh, it's done.
That's so true.
I love that.
So for me, that's when it all started to come together.
I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit about where you guys are right now when it relates to the Williams team.
So we're still serving clients. Residential buyers and sellers is kind of our primary business. We do own a couple other businesses, a title company. We co-own a mortgage company, homeowners insurance company. So we have our hands in a lot of different things, but residential buyers or sellers looking to buy or sell, that's kind of our bread and butter, and that's what we get up and do every single day. So that's where we are. We have a small team. We have a couple people on the administrative side, a couple people on the sales side, and small but mighty. And we still serve a ton of people every single year.
Yeah,
indeed, they
at
do.
A high level.
At a very high level. So I love that. Okay, so getting back to the relationship. Now, 8 years in. Every relationship goes through seasons, and some of those seasons may be difficult. What, if you don't mind, share with us a season of difficulty where you might have had some pressure. How did you overcome that so that the pressure didn't win?
Ooh, that's a really good question. You mind if I take this one?
Sure.
Yeah, so I can really, what I recall most is during postpartum and still building the team, being newlyweds, and being in a pandemic. Like, all of those factors really did a toll on my mental health. But I knew that we were and are and will always be a team. So I just leaned in on that, because at the end of the day, we have each other. Like, the team stuff is great, the real estate and all the things, but this is so important. And having him by my side is so important. So just making sure that we leaned in with each other and not letting the external factors affect how we show up.
Oh my God.
And everything she just named all happened within like a 1 year, 1 to 2 year, right?
Wow.
So we got married in Rome, Italy. I think 8 months later,
we started the team.
We started building out this big real estate team. So bringing all other agents into the fold, right? And then from there, like 6 months later,
we get pregnant.
So we bring a new baby, and then the world shuts down.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it was a tough 2 years.
Absolutely.
It was a rough season. To your question, it was a really difficult season for us. And it's crazy. We really didn't look at it as difficult at the time while we were in it. It took years later for us to look back like, wow, do you realize all these things were happening? And we were just like head down pushing through. And it was taking a toll on her, and she would mention it. And again, me having this vision, and it was my baby, I'm like, I got to make it work. I'm head down. But once it started to take a toll on my mental health, I knew I married the right one when she said, hey, your mental health, your well-being is more important than any dollar, any business we can build. So let's take a step back and make sure we're doing doing this, following God and the way he wants us to do it versus just being led by ego.
Oh my gosh. Now you just answered a question, Rod, that actually was going to be one of the questions that I asked you. So I'm going to go ahead and put it out there now. And that question was going to be, what was the moment, or can you think of a moment that something happened that you said, thank you, God, I know I married the right person. So you can look in that camera and say that again. So you knew you married the right person when what?
It was a few years ago. I knew I married the right person when she cared more about my mental health and my well-being than any amount of money or business or lifestyle, right?
That's powerful.
She's told me multiple times, like, hey, I don't need any of this. Like, we can scale it all the way down and I would be happy. I was, again, being led by ego. So I felt like because I was this, mega agent, I did all these things as the individual agent. Now having a team, I had to achieve the same or more success. And she was like, I don't have to do this. You just give me the word and we can scale it back. We can stop. So, hearing that, because she could have easily been like, now I have this certain lifestyle, because I've always done well. And then when we got together, I've always provided a great quality life.
Yes. Sure.
Yes.
But it 10x, once we started, doing bigger business, right? But she always told me, like, hey, I don't need all of this. It's not important. Like, I don't have to have these things.
Because at what cost?
Right.
I love that. And just to say, my team and I, prior to you guys coming in, were sort of talking about this. They were asking me things about, dating ladies. So for you single guys out there, I really want you to hear Dewana's heart. But the words came out of what Rod said. You're with the right person if they're not pressuring you to keep a certain lifestyle.
Correct.
It's more of, if this is sustainable, you're still healthy, we can go for it. But once it starts, attacking your mental health, the love between you guys, that's when you really probably need to relook at something, right?
Absolutely.
That's important. What was that moment for you, Dewana, when you knew, thank you, God, I know I married the right man?
You know what? Honestly, mine started before we got married.
Oh, wow.
It was probably, if I'm being very honest, when we had our very first blind date. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's so comfortable. I feel like myself. Like, I've never had to feel like I had to put a mask on with Rod or pretend to be someone I'm not. I've always been myself.
Okay.
And I feel like that made me comfortable, and he's always loved every version of me. So
oh my gosh.
Just being with him, you know?
Oh, that's wonderful. I love it.
Thank you.
No, because you've heard some weird stories. Like, I've heard, and I don't want to ever throw anybody on the bus, but I've heard some ladies that they wouldn't even not wear makeup in front of a guy, like the first 6 months. I'm like, that's not being truly real, right?
Yeah.
No.
One of our first dates, we went to a sushi restaurant off of, it was like East Atlanta somewhere. I was living downtown at the time. And, one of our first dates, we went to a sushi restaurant. And, I ordered one roll and maybe a side. And she was like, let me get 2 sushi rolls. I'm like, what? Like, she had no shame.
She was no salad lady.
No shame in her game. Like, I eat 2 sushi rolls.
Exactly.
So, yeah, she's always been real from the jump.
And I like that. And you appreciated
Absolutely,
that, right?
1,000%.
I love that.
Thank
and that's
you.
almost like, you should really let people see who you are so they can decide if they want to play that hand
Correct.
or not.
There you go.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So I love that. I love that. Now, so everybody, we see you as this very successful couple in business together, and a lot of couples have aspirations to be in business because, we have a lot of teams coming together now, husband and wife.
Yes.
And I think that's a great thing.
Me too.
However, sometimes I do hear concern, like when somebody, like maybe one spouse is wanting to really sort of encourage the other spouse, hey babe, let's do this together, right?
Right.
What advice would you give a couple who are thinking they want to come together and try to, build a team? Like maybe what's some pitfalls to maybe try to avoid, or how can they, they don't have to be afraid that if they do come together, they won't be having to bring work home every day, because that's usually a sort of something, a fear factor.
That is good.
One of the things we did early on was seek wise counsel.
Okay.
Seek wise counsel. People that know you really well, that have your best interests at heart. seek wise counsel and ask those questions like, hey, we're thinking about getting in business together.
Yeah.
Tell us things you know about us that you think could possibly be a conflict or could create some challenges in this new partnership. You know? So that's one thing I would say, seek wise counsel. Also, just having a clearly defined roles and responsibilities laid out from the beginning, even documented, not just a conversation like, hey, I'm going to take this, you take that. No. Hey, here are the 8 things I'm going to do at a high level every day. And here are the 8 to 10 things you may be doing every single day. So that if a ball gets dropped, we know exactly who dropped the ball, how can we get past it. And it's not like, oh, well, point and blame and you should do that. And I have that clearly defined and documented from the beginning. Talk through it. And how will we handle disagreements? Like it's only 2 of us, right? Who's going to be that third party to help us decide like maybe what's the best possible scenario to push forward. So just having a clear line of communication and always respecting each other, and you can pretty much get through everything.
And also, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But also, I want to lean into making sure each person leans into their strengths. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a desire to be a top producer. Like, that is his strength. His strength is meeting people, developing and nurturing the relationships. I'm efficiency, operational, seeing the gaps. So just leaning each into our strengths and knowing what we're really, really good at. And just staying in our lanes. Like, I'm not trying to be Rod. You know, respectfully. Like, he's doing a great job being himself. Yeah.
No, that's important. So many people, I think, are trying to be someone they're not. And like she said, like, lean into your strengths. Like, whatever your strengths are, bring those to the relationship or the new business partnership and see how you can amplify it from there, not trying to do something that's, you know, not genuine to you, authentic to you.
Correct.
So how do you feel about sometimes people, especially true leaders, can recognize a strength in you that you don't even know you have. Because I will give an example. I'm an accountant by degree, and I used to work for an accounting firm that we did the everything, the accounting and payroll for. There's a guy who owned 8 Burger King franchises, right? So, and one of the things that we did with their payrolls. And so, and in that industry, we pay them every Friday. So the managers would bring in their payrolls on, and this was a little, I don't want to date myself, but it was a little while back before we emailed everything. Everything's now electronically. But they physically brought their payroll documented in on Monday so that we can have Tuesday and Wednesday to get it, you know, turned around and everything, and the checks ready on Friday, right? So the managers would come in, and let's just say they had shared with me that, Callie, she had, a recital or something. I remember that naturally. And then I would ask when they came back Friday, well, how did she do? You know? And so my boss, because we were a 2-team accounting, and my boss, I'll never forget it, she would say, now, Angela, you're good in accounting, but you've missed your calling. You are a salesperson. You naturally love people. They gravitate, they're attracted to you. You are a people's person. But at that time, the only thing I knew about sales was like the 2 people I'd seen, like encyclopedias were out then, and the encyclopedia people came to your house. And then my grandparents had insurance policy, and they actually came to the house, little bitty policies though. But those were only 2 what I knew about sales, right? But at any rate, I say that to say I did end up getting into sales, but she saw that gift, that something in me that I wasn't even aware. So what do you say about sometimes if someone sees that you can do a little bit more, and maybe they just need to be challenged, because we don't build our muscle unless we stretch ourselves, right?
That's true. That's
so
very true.
Do you think sometimes it's okay to challenge sometimes the other partner to do a little bit more if you can see it in them?
Absolutely.
1000%.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He challenges me every day.
I wasn't going to say
I know, but I was like, yes. Like, he challenges me every single day, but in the best way possible. Like, he pushes and refines, and you need people like that. You need people who care about you, who can see more in you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and who can push you to see the things that you don't see necessarily.
Okay.
But yes, absolutely.
Okay. Wonderful.
And even going back to me getting started in real estate, I have to, send a big thank you to Douglas Parson, who's also, one of the top agents in the Metro Atlanta area. But it was him who saw something in this little young kid, right, and said, hey, you should get into real estate. So without him just bringing that to because keep in mind, I'm going to age myself a little bit. This was in 2010. We didn't have Instagram. You couldn't hashtag Atlanta real estate agent and 20,000 of us pop up. So we didn't have that. So here's this black guy. He was young and fly. And he said, hey, man, I think you have what it takes. Yeah. So he saw something in me and challenged me. And I signed up for real estate classes from that one conversation.
Yeah.
And I see so many people now getting into the business for the wrong reasons and chasing money and flexible schedules and things and whatever have you. And those things are good. But, you know, he saw something in me and I signed up before I even knew how I would get paid, how much I could get paid. But I simply signed up because he saw something in me. So,
and he had the belief in you.
He did.
Hey, Doug.
Thank
and
you,
know, Doug and Atia are personal friends of mine and of the Choosing Love Again podcast.
Yes,
so hi, Doug.
Great people.
They're certainly going to watch this, okay? But they are great.
We love them.
Everything.
We love them.
So that is wonderful. So I appreciate you bringing that up. So I want to ask you then too, let's just say 25 years from now and you're grandparents, okay? What would you love your granddaughter or your grandson to say about the love that they actually saw, that you all demonstrated before them?
Ooh,
that's a great question. 25 years from now, what would I want our grandkids to say that they saw? A lot of love, a lot of laughter.
Okay.
A lot of fun.
Okay.
We don't take ourselves too serious.
No.
Our house is it's like a comedy show. Between me and my daughter, she's like, oh my God, I'm going upstairs. Y'all are too much. Like between us, like playing all the time, making jokes, singing. So the grandkids, I would want to say, outside of business, like we really had a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun together. There's a lot of love in the room. You can just feel it. It's not one of them things you can like put on a measuring stick.
I love it.
You can just feel it, right?
Sure.
Energy is real.
Okay.
I don't know. What else?
Yeah, I feel the same way. The joy. I want them to feel joy and comfortability and just peace when they're around us. That is what I envision when I see, and that's so crazy to even imagine. But honestly, like when I'm thinking about it, it brings so much joy to my heart because that's what I want them to see and feel like, oh my gosh, I love my grandparents.
Oh,
calmness. No chaos.
Right.
We're anti-chaos.
And also doing things scared. I feel like Rod and I are both the people in our family who will just do the things and then almost figure it out later.
Right.
I feel like we set a great example for the people, the younger generation.
Sure.
And they aren't afraid to do the things now because they saw Rod do it. They saw Dewana do it. They're like, if they can do it, we can do it.
I love that only because so many people to me have these ideas, but it's like, you know, they're waiting for the sun to line up right. You know, all the moons and all the stars. And this is one of the challenges I have with my family too, is I say, just do it. What Nike say, do it. So you have to do it scared. You have to do it even when you don't see how it's going to end, but just do it because everything I've ever done, I take one step. Truly, God has taken so many. So I will definitely, because even starting a podcast, I remember I had graduated from Dr. Darius, one of his speakers cohort, and Myron Golden, you know, was our speaker there. I love Myron. If you're watching this, Myron, no, we love you, we support you. But when I got to actually go and ask him a question, and one of the things I told him in my podcast idea, I said, but there's so many people doing a podcast now. What do you think? And he told me, young lady, you go forward, you launch, because your sheep will hear your voice. Now, was that not powerful?
It is.
Yes.
Wow.
So the lesson here is no matter what endeavor you're doing, if God's put a vision in your life, do it, even if you're scared, even if you don't see everything coming together.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, wonderful. Okay. Well, the last question that I want to ask on this, let's just say, I'm trying to think of some of the things that, like my single friends always ask me when we're around. What would you say maybe are 3 adjectives that you would say, that is the theme, or what you say that really you guys do to keep your marriage healthy, strong, and thriving?
Ooh.
Since we're in third level here.
Yes, I love that. 3 adjectives.
Intentionality.
Okay.
That's a good one.
We lead with intention.
Yes.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Communication. We communicate even when it's a hard or difficult or courageous conversation.
Got it.
Leading with curiosity
Expound on curiosity.
So what I mean by curiosity is just learning each other. You know, Rod's not the same person I married 8 years ago. He's not the same person I met 12 years ago. So leading with curiosity, learning who he is in the season of his life, and loving each evolution and, you know, person that he becomes throughout his journey.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
So basically staying curious about each other
Correct.
all the time,
Right.
and not trying to pigeonhole
Correct.
each other. Like, well, wait a minute, I sent you flowers 2 years ago. You love that. It's
Right.
now like, I don't need that, babe. Now,
Right.
right.
Yes.
So you're allowing people to grow. So I
Yes.
really like that.
Curiosity, I love that.
I
Yeah,
love
thanks,
that. So as we end this segment, I'm going to do a recap of what we've heard today. So we've heard that probably 3 things that every marriage need if you want to stay strong, succinct, and thriving is intentionality.
Yes.
Okay. Communication. You know, share with each other what you're thinking, what you like, what you don't like, and get through it. And then curiosity. Stay curious enough about the other person to be open that they're growing,
Right.
they're developing,
Right.
or whatnot, and you're gonna roll with that.
That's
I
right.
love that. Oh
you.
my gosh, that is
you.
great. Oh my goodness. Woo, just getting gooder. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, well now we are going to roll into segment 2, and we call this the lightning round. Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm just gonna fire off some really quick questions, and just you can say what the first thing that comes to your mind or whatnot.
Oh, gosh.
So who said I love you first?
Me.
Yeah, because you can even admit or point to the person. You're doing it
Okay, okay.
right.
I
Yep.
remember the day.
Oh, you do?
On that white couch at the condo at the 12 downtown West Peachtree.
Right.
And we were early into dating.
Oh, absolutely.
And she was like, I love you. I'm like, nah, come on.
So when you
But she
say
said-
early into dating, tell me about when you think maybe
Months in.
months in.
Yeah, we were months in.
Maybe 6 months in.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 months in today. Now, keep in mind, we met 2 years prior. So it's not like we just met.
Exactly.
So we met, and then 2 years later, we started getting serious.
Exactly.
So 6 years in,
Right.
6 months into being serious is when she said she loved me first.
Okay, now I'm going to stay right there for a second. Only because, you know, we got all these magazines out, and some of the magazines sort of tell the ladies, don't ever say I love you first.
Yeah.
You know, how did that make you feel, Rod? When
I
she
didn't
said,
believe her at first. Yeah. I read the magazine.
Oh my God.
I didn't believe her at first.
Right.
But the true thing is, you should follow your heart and what's in your heart, then, right?
Agreed.
Like, so that's part of you being your authentic self always.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then I guess also being a secure person, and secure people do what's right, because again, you say I love you. Now, did he say it back, or
I don't even remember.
I
I
don't
think
think I
he
did.
laughed at
Yeah,
me.
I
I think
laughed.
he
Oh,
was
so he
like,
really
"You
did
he
believe
was like, I
you.
do not believe you." I'm like, I'm serious.
She's been standing on it since that day. She's like, you know, I meant that back in the day.
Oh my gosh, that is too cute. I love it. Okay, who's the better cook?
The only cook.
Yeah, me and then Callie. No,
Oh, okay, okay.
yes,
I
for
don't
sure.
know how to
But
find that
let
stove.
me. He can make a mean steak. Like he really can cook. I think he's tricked me throughout the years. Like he really can cook, but he
Does he cook or grill?
He cooks.
Okay.
But I mean, I use that word very lightly.
I got you.
okay? Very lightly. Yes.
So see, Ron seems like a perfectionist. If
is.
he's gonna do something, it's gonna be well.
So that's why I don't cook.
That's why
'cause
you
it's
don't
like,
do it?
it's
Okay.
not my thing, right? Yeah, if I'm
I
gonna do it, I'm
love it.
gonna do it at a high level.
I got
and
you.
if not, I'm just not
Not
gonna do it at all.
Okay.
right?
Well, see, you're being consistent.
He is consistent.
See,
No in
he's
between.
consistent. I
Yep.
love it.
Yep.
So, who plans the best date nights?
Ooh, I feel like Rod does.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he does.
Okay.
Now, will I sprinkle in ideas? Yes.
She
but
does.
He executes very well.
I love
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes.
Everything.
But her date nights are like, I mean, you got to plan so far in advance. We got to get on the airplane. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
I'm
it's a lot.
sorry.
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
So she takes date nights to another level. She plans, you know, these excursions.
Yeah.
She likes that. Okay.
Yeah, she'll send me a restaurant. She's like, oh my God, I can't wait to go here. We should go here next date night. And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking up reservations. I'm like, wait, this is in New York. Like, what are we doing?
What's wrong with the
We don't have
date
plans to go to New York next weekend.
I don't see anything
I
wrong with
love it.
So,
I
yeah, it's
just
a little
love
different
it.
with her date
right.
nights, but I love it too.
Joanna, you're my kind of girl. I love it. I love it. Who's better with finances?
Oh, him. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm the
It's the
spreadsheet
reason why I'm
guy.
in New York. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Hence, the reason I'm saying like we don't have a budget in place to go to New York this weekend.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say that's a strength of mine. My mom instilled that in me at a really young age. First of all, she taught me the importance of paying my tithes.
Love it.
At a young age,
Right.
I've always paid my tithes.
I love
and
that.
then she's just I still have the same bank account that she helped me set up in like 11th grade in 1998. I have that
Really?
same bank account. And
Wow.
I remember her taking me to the bank, setting up this account. You know, I'm 16 at the time. I was like, Mom, what are we doing?
Right, right.
You know, but I remember having that little bank register. I don't even know if they have them these days, right? In the back of the checkbook, they still have them.
Every time I'm old school. Yes.
Every time I, charge or write a check, I had to go write it down.
Absolutely.
So she taught me at a young age how to manage my finances.
Good.
Thank you, Mom.
Isn't that sweet? Mom, you did a great job. I love that. So I want to ask you this too. Finances, because a lot of people, and of course a couple has to do what works for them, right?
Sure. Right.
But what do you all feel about accounts? Do you, because I know some households, they say, well, he should have an account. I don't mind. I have an account. And then we have one operating budget or whatever.
Right.
Can you tell me what works for the Williams household?
Yeah, so we have multiple accounts. We do have one joint account where all of the household expenses and the travel, anything family related comes out
from that?
of this.
Okay.
Our income does go into this account, and then we both also have our separate accounts individually for when we want to do things personally. I play a lot of golf. She loves the spa, you know. So we do have our separate accounts specifically for things we want to do individually, but we have multiple joint accounts for the household, for saving for big trips, daughter's education, and all of those are joint accounts.
Wonderful. Okay. And then, so let's just say you have family members, because you're probably one of the rocks in your family, like, I am.
Yes.
How do you guys handle if a family member is in need or want a loan or something?
You want to get that?
No, go ahead, babe.
It depends on who the family member is.
Because we do have some abusers, right?
We do have some abusers, but I think first it'll be a discussion between both of us.
Okay.
It won't be something that somebody is just doing on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no matter what the amount is.
No matter what the amount is, it'll be if it's $20, $40, it may not come up in conversation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It may just come from my separate account. But if it's something over 100, we have a rule. If it's over 100, we need to check in with each other to make sure that purchase, even if it's not even if it's just, a loan, but even if it's a purchase.
Yeah.
Like if it's over 100, we're checking in like, hey, just heads up, I'm going to make this purchase over 100.
Correct.
We believe in transparency in our finances.
Like that.
So, but to your question, if it was a family member that needed a loan, we do believe in helping people.
Of course.
I think that's where our blessings come from. Is from
Absolutely.
helping others. So yeah, we don't have a problem with helping people. I mean, if it's abused or if it's a high amount, we need to put some things in place to protect us from just being taken advantage of. But yeah, we don't mind helping at all.
Yeah.
So now I have a rule with family, and my rule is, now I don't want to say this because they're going to be watching or whatnot, but really I don't necessarily, in my mind, if I can't afford to bless them with it, I won't give it, right? Because I don't want to be at a family reunion and they haven't paid me back and they got a new T-shirt on. And I'm like, that was the money you could have given me or something, So, but I don't just say that to them if they can pay me back, but in my mind, that's what I do because I just don't ever want to have a beef with family.
Yeah.
So that's just something I've done individually, but I'm not married yet. So, right at this season.
And my mom helped me with that some years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I remember feeling the same way about money I had loaned out and I didn't get back. And my mom helped me understand that your blessings won't always come from the people who you've blessed.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
So I'm continuously
wonderful.
blessed in other ways, and those blessings comes from my heart, not if that person paid me back or not.
Right.
You know what? Thank you, Mom, for sharing that, and I'm going to receive that you shared that to me too, because you are absolutely right. And just think, an apple tree, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't eat of its own apples.
Right.
So that, but other people can also eat of that, not just one person.
Right.
So I'm going to think of it like this. So there are a lot of blessings that I may receive because basically when you sow a seed,
There you go.
you don't. It's not like that seed only can come back in one way.
Correct.
It can come back in different ways. You know, even if it's your health or the health of your child or something.
Exactly.
So you're exact. Thank you. And I'm gonna, as of this day forward, I'm gonna adopt that. Okay.
I love that.
All right. Let me see what other in the lightning round. What was one of your favorite vacation spots you've been to?
Ooh.
Really good question.
That's a great question.
Because we travel a lot. Favorite vacations together? Amsterdam. I think of Amsterdam. I think of Paris.
Oh.
Italy is special because that's where we
special.
got married.
Okay.
Even though she was living there, it was a vacation for me. So Dubai and Abu Dhabi
Right.
were fun times. And honestly, most recently, Disney. We went on
That
a
was
Disney
fun.
cruise with our daughter.
Gosh.
And we had
That
a
was
blast.
amazing.
So
We had a
when
blast.
y'all just recently did Disney?
2 weeks ago.
Last
Oh,
week.
really?
Yes.
Oh my
We literally just got
gosh!
back, yeah.
So on the cruise, do they do the princess like when we've taken my little niece to Disney and they've had a princess thing and they got to dress up and she loved it. Do they do that on the
They do.
cruise?
They do. They do it. And honestly, I lived vicariously through Callie.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
was tearing up just watching her just take in that moment and just be pampered. It was really magical.
Yeah,
Oh
we've-
my god!
I get it now, Disney. I get it.
I get it.
Yeah, we get it.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you were on the cruise, Rod, you videoed something on. They have a roller coaster on the cruise.
A water coaster, yes.
Oh, it's a roller coaster.
It goes top around on the edge of the
So
ship.
proud of you.
Yeah. And I have a fear of riding roller coaster. I don't do roller coasters at all, but my
Right.
daughter was like, Dad, please. She had been asking me for like the last
See,
6
she
months.
stretched you.
She stretched
and
me.
you took the challenge. And
did.
did you enjoy it?
I had a blast.
Wow.
I
And
really enjoyed it.
and then you have a video that you posted about that.
Yes, I just
Okay.
shared a video about, and it actually went viral, like 200,000 views
Over a roller coaster ride?
over a water coaster ride.
Well,
Yes.
Oh my
I was
god.
like, wow, so that's all I needed to do, get on the water coaster.
That's our way out.
That's our way out.
I love
But
it.
I want to hear her feedback or
Which one?
the
on
answer
the-
to the vacation question.
Ooh.
Favorite vacations.
Favorite vacation. If I had to pick just one, I think it would be Paris. And I'll say this. I've traveled a lot through my 20s and my 30s. And I traveled to Paris multiple times single.
Right.
When I experienced Paris with Rod, it was like a new city.
So it truly is the most romantic
I think
city
so.
in the world.
I think so. It was amazing. We had a
was.
really great time.
wow.
We did.
Yeah.
I love it.
We were at-
I
had a really
love
good
that. I just love that. Okay. Well, now we're going to get to the last segment and one of my favorite. We're going to call this the Connection Bowl, okay? You guys have been such wonderful guests. I appreciate you
you.
giving your time to come
course.
and share with us. Let us know different secret sauce that helps your marriage stay healthy.
Yes.
So this is my way of I want you guys to reconnect. So it's going to be a question in here that's maybe going to ask you to rekindle something. And my hope is that it brings something special in your heart, okay?
love that.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to allow one of you to pick the question.
Okay.
And then, but you both are going to answer it, okay?
Gotcha.
So who would like to be the first, the guest
for it.
that picks the question?
Uh-oh.
What is one quality you admire in me when we first started dating that you still admire today?
Ooh, that's such a great... And it gave me butterflies when he just asked that.
One quality.
One quality. I love how courageous Rod is. He is unafraid to do anything. He really inspires me. He's my best friend. You are my best friend. You really are. But he just brings something out of me and just his courageousness and how he lives his life unapologetically that I
love
really,
that.
really, truly admire.
Oh,
He
my
helps me
gosh.
be a better person. And I know he helps RJ and Callie as well. So
Oh,
yeah, I admire
that's
how
sweet.
courageous you are.
Oh, thank you,
Wow.
baby.
You're welcome.
I admire her personality. From the jump, she's just always felt like a friend first.
Yeah.
Outside of like being in love, being in business together, like we're friends first. We really just have a great time together. We could be doing nothing, and it's gonna be an amazing time. So when we turn down invites, like we still having a good time, like at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Really.
But
Right.
I admire that about her. Her personality is unmatched, and it comes from a genuine place. She's not like putting on, or people meet her, and I think there's a stigma with certain people. You expect a certain reaction from people, and she just disarms people with her personality. They're like, oh my God, she's so sweet. So I admire that about her.
Agree.
Thank you, babe.
I agree.
Yes. Thank you.
I actually agree. I actually see in both of you
Oh, thank you.
what you both have said about each other, and I think that is so endearing. So, but you hear that, people? Taking time to be friends is so important, because one of the things I like about that is think of the friends that we've had. Friends make mistakes, but we easily forgive them, and that's just how he is. That's how she is. So if your mate is your friend too,
right,
I guess that's how you can forgive and offer grace with some things. Okay, so that's another nugget that we take away. Thank you so much.
So
okay,
welcome.
so I just wanted to say you guys brought the fire today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
For gracing our stage. We have truly enjoyed you. Okay. Now, one of the things too that we believe in self-care here at the Choosing Love Again podcast, because we think it's important that we not pour from an empty cup. Okay. What do you all do in forms of self-care?
Ooh, great question. I lead with self-care. Okay. I lead with boundaries. What do I do? So, little things. My phone is on silent, always. It's been on silent for 6 years now.
Oh, wow.
I say no a lot.
Okay. Because no is a complete sentence,
no is
right?
a complete sentence, and it gives me the opportunity to say yes to things.
That's right.
That I truly want to do. I try not to overextend myself, because we do have a lot. Rod and I both have a lot on our plates. So for us to show up as big and as much as we need to, we have to have really, good boundaries.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great takeaway, because I know one of my mentors said, whenever you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else.
That's right.
So you really want to make sure you're guarding those yeses.
That's right.
I love that.
Absolutely.
I love it.
For me, it's golf.
Okay.
And as much as I play, you would think I'm decent, but I'm not. So if there's any golf instructors out there that want to barter real estate advice for golf lessons, I'm with it. But for me, no, seriously, golf, and I just started playing a few years ago. I didn't have an outlet prior to. I would just work. Right. But golf has been a great outlet, to get some mental clarity, some calmness, some peace. Some time away from just the fast-paced real estate, life, business, all the things. So for me, golf is self-care.
I love it. Absolutely. Well, I love hearing that. We certainly like to also make sure that we're supporting those that support us. Would you mind sharing, like, you guys have your own real estate team? That means you're here to serve the community.
Yes,
so if someone did want to contact you, can you tell them what's the best way to contact both of you?
Yeah.
Sure. We're both on social media, first name, last name. We're easy to find. Our website is williamsteamkw.com, or just Google us. I mean, we're pretty easy to find. And
say the hashtag names, because we will actually make this sure that this appears on the lower third when it actually comes out. Okay.
Okay. Rod Williams _ and Dwana Williams _ You can find us on Instagram.
I love it. Well, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
You are so welcome. And to our viewers, thank you for rocking with us another day. I truly appreciate it. Remember, we actually upload a new episode on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of each month. Until next time, it's not enough to find the right person. We must become the right person. Until next time, bye. Love that.